Let's kick things off with a number, 500. You post a job ad, and just a couple of days later, this is what's sitting in your inbox. 500 applications. Your first reaction? We're a hit!
But hold on a second. Is it really? Does that mountain of resumes mean you're the hottest company on the block?
Nope, not anymore. In fact, it's usually the exact opposite. Thanks to all the new tools that let candidates apply for jobs en masse, a flood of applications is a massive red flag that your hiring process is attracting all the wrong kinds of attention. This is what we're calling the 500 application illusion. See, in the age of AI, getting a ton of applications doesn't mean you're popular. It just means your job ad is, well, kind of basic, and you've just painted a giant target on your back for every automated bot out there.
And look, this isn't just a theory. Here's why this is happening. Check this out. A recent survey found that a whopping 65% of candidates are using AI to help them apply for jobs. That's not some tiny trend, you guys. That is the new normal. And that leads us to a really simple, almost scary equation. You post a standard, generic job offer, you're going to get a standard AI-generated candidate. It makes perfect sense, right? If your ad sounds like a copy-paste of every other ad, it's basically screaming, "Bots, apply here!"
Gotta understand, the whole game has been flipped on its head. Remember the old days? Applying for a job took real effort, right? You had to personalize things, actually think about it. Now, it's all about speed, automation, and just cranking up the volume. AI can whip up a custom resume and cover letter in seconds. A single person can carpet bomb dozens of companies a day with applications. So what do I even mean by a standard offer? Oh, you know the one. We've all seen it a million times. It's packed with all those cliché buzzwords. Dynamic company, we're looking for a team player, somebody who's autonomous and rigorous. I mean, you could literally swap out the company logo and it would work for just about anyone. It's totally interchangeable.
And here's the brutal truth of what that leads to. You think you're casting a wide net to attract talent, but what you're really doing is building your very own administrative nightmare. A personal sorting hell where the actual great candidates, they're buried, completely lost in all that noise.
In this sorting hell, it's not just an inconvenience. It has real, painful costs that hit your business where it hurts. Just think about it for a second. First, you've got your recruiters wasting hours, maybe even days, just sifting through junk. Then comes decision fatigue. When you're looking at hundreds of profiles, you get tired, and the risk of making a bad hire goes way up. And what happens when you hire the least bad person from a terrible pool? Well, they leave, so your turnover spikes. And all the while, your employer brand is taking a hit because you can't possibly give a decent response to hundreds of people. Okay, so how do we get out of this mess? The answer starts with a huge shift in how we think about this. Your job ad should not be a giant fishing net you just throw out there, hoping you catch something good along with all the seaweed and old boots. Instead, you need to think of your ad as a precision filter. The old way, that wide net, it just catches everything. The good, the bad, the totally irrelevant. It just buries you. But the new way, the precision filter, it's smart. It's designed to pull in only the right people, and just as importantly, it actively repels the ones who aren't a good fit.
All right, that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? Let's get super practical. Let's break down how to write what we're calling an anti-standard ad, one that acts like a powerful, intelligent filter.
Okay, here are 6 key steps to build that filter. Step 1, speak to one person. Seriously, stop writing for the market and picture your absolute ideal candidate. Write the ad just for them. 2, start with the honest context. Don't just sell the fantasy, talk about the real challenges, where the team is at right now. Honesty is an amazing filter. 3, describe the job with situations, not just a boring list of duties. So instead of manager's projects, try, in your first 3 months, you'll need to solve this specific problem. See the difference? 4, this is a big one. Tell people who should not apply. We'll get more into that in a sec. 5, be brutally honest about the constraints. Talk about the salary range, the remote work policy, what's negotiable and what's not. No surprises. And finally, number 6, add a couple of pre-qualification questions that make people think. Something that can't be answered by an AI. That'll weed out the low-effort folks instantly.
Let's zoom in on that 4th point, because honestly, it might be the most powerful filter of them all. Imagine putting this right in your ad. A generic, mass-applying AI has no idea what to do with a statement like that. But a real, thinking candidate who actually thrives on challenging the status quo, they're going to feel like you wrote that ad specifically for them.
And that's the beautiful paradox here, right?
Being a little bit exclusionary is actually the best way to be radically inclusive for the right people. When you're super clear about who won't succeed in the role, you make the signal incredibly loud and clear for the people who will.
So what this all boils down to is a totally new definition of success. We have to completely rewire our brains about what a win even looks like in recruitment today.
Remember that number we started with, 500? Just forget it. Throw it out. The new number for success, it looks a lot more like this. 25. 25 highly aligned, thoughtful, relevant applications. That, right there, is the new luxury. It's not about drowning in resumes. It's about the quality of the conversation. Having a small, manageable pool of fantastic candidates that you can actually engage with properly, that is the real sign of a smart hiring process.
And the ROI becomes just crystal clear when you look at it like this. I mean, which would you rather have? 400 applications where maybe, if you're lucky, 5% are any good? Or 25 applications where more than half of them are great fits? The choice is a no-brainer. Success isn't about the illusion of choice. It's about the density of relevance.
So the next time you're about to post a job, just ask yourself this one simple question. What's the real goal here? Are you trying to stroke your ego with 500 applications? Or are you trying to serve your business by finding that one perfect person from a curated pool of 25? The choice really is yours.